the waiting room in case anyone else is joining. Let's see. Oops. Just muting everyone. Feel free to get comfortable on the ground. You can, if you are on the ground, but if you are in your seat, you can sit in your seat this morning with your legs in a wide angle. So not being all the way to the edge of your chair, being in a place that feels good. So you feel stable, as we'll do some folds and whatnot. And then we will do probably some low lunges as well. And when we do low lunges, you can go to the side and rock back and forth like this on both sides. And then when we do twist and the upper torso thing, so you all know how to do those things. But again, listen to your body, and I'll stay on for a few minutes after if anybody has any questions about variations, for things that you can do based on what I did on the floor if it just wasn't connecting. But we will get started. Wherever you are, if you are sitting in your chair, instead of going forward now, you can maybe just sit with your legs wide and relax back into your seat. If you are seated on the floor, you have your legs on the outside of the chair, and maybe just bring the chair close to you and just relax your head down. As we start to center ourselves in our practice, if it feels accessible, for that head relaxing, for your eyes relaxing, I want to read a quote to you this morning that is in the path of the Yoga Sutras. Again, I want to always come back to the fact that yoga goes beyond just the asana, which is the movements and the poses that we do. But there are 8 limbs of yoga that embody things that you need to do with your mind and humility and just life's work. But this quote is in the path of the Yoga Sutras, and it really struck me. It says, "Faith in the unknown can neutralize fear of the unknown. As it is said, attitude is everything. It is better to project the positive energy of optimism and faith than to expect and fear the worst. Faith is what allows us to release our attachments to the results of our actions, thus freeing us from the potential disappointment, the suffering that can arise when results don't match our expectations." So again, faith in the unknown can neutralize fear of the unknown. And as you just sink and just relax into your space again, you can be back if you're sitting in the chair. You can have your head relaxing on the seat. Just take in those words. I'm someone who usually is about fear of the unknown. Releasing the expectations is sometimes hard to do. But thinking about what can happen if you were unafraid and you just did it. I think it's a way that I want to live more and just try things, and if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. Releasing the expectation, feeling the fear and doing it anyway. Or maybe having the faith and doing it anyway. Take in those words. Wherever you are, maybe think of something that you are currently afraid of doing. Maybe ask yourself, what's holding you back? What is that fear? Maybe switching it to ask, can you have faith in that unknown? What would happen if it worked out? What would be the differences? Just take those words in and reflect. And wherever you are, just start to sit up in your seat. You can keep your eyes relaxed or release the head from the chair, feeling the length in your spine. Just take a moment and start to bring some intuitive movement to your head and to your neck. Listening to your body, letting it flow as it needs to flow. Can you start connecting a little bit more to your body? Maybe starting to reset from the week of being in our heads and our to-do list and our places to be list. Coming back to yourself. When you're ready, if you haven't already, stop moving your head and just bring some intuitive movement to your hips. Listening to your body, not being guided by a specific movement here from me, just listening to you, trusting that you know exactly what you need to do in your body. Maybe you bring your hands behind you, maybe you don't. Just listen to your body and bring some intuitive movement. Moving from being in a head space, possibly for the week, to a heart space. Listening to your heart, letting it guide you in a bit of intuitive movement because you know what's best for you. Sometimes, and I know I do this, I look for outside validation, verification, approval, but nobody knows my body, nobody knows me like I do. And when you're ready, just come to a still position. If it feels accessible this morning, bring one hand to your heart, one hand to your belly to just check in. How does your heart feel this morning? Notice your breath. How does it feel? Are you breathing in deeply? Are you exhaling loudly? Just notice, no judgment. How does it feel to connect to your breath and to your body this morning? If it feels accessible, just breathe in deeply through your nose if you already aren't. And exhale loudly through the mouth with an HA sound. Breathe in deeply, feel your chest rise, your belly expand. Exhale loudly, feel your shoulders relax, your sit bones relax. Breathe in deeply the faith of the unknown. Exhale loudly the fear. Breathing in deeply faith. What if it works? Exhale loudly the fear. What if it doesn't? One more time, breathing in deeply, expanding the chest, opening the heart. Exhale loudly, letting go of the fear. Feel free to release the hands and just take a moment and bring some awareness to the feet. Maybe taking your feet in circles, feeling the cracks and creaks in the ankles. Still noticing the length in the spine, maybe focusing again on the heart. When you're ready, bringing your feet to a still position and just maybe bringing some movement to the legs, maybe lifting the knees up, just rocking back and forth, feeling a little heat and energy in your thighs, in your calves as they press into the space beneath, or they hit the legs of your chair. Still notice the length in your spine, the beat of your heart. And when you're ready, come to a still position and take your hands out in front of you, just stretching the fingers away from your torso, maybe feeling a stretch in your shoulder blades here, and just bring some intuitive movement to your wrist. Maybe feeling the cracks and creaks here. And I don't pay enough attention to my hands, even though I'm on my phone and on computer a lot. But just again, giving some love to our hands, our fingers, maybe moving the fingers. And if it feels accessible, maybe clasping the hands together and flexing the palms away from you. Feeling a stretch in the shoulders. If you like, you can reach forward with the palms. Feeling a stretch in the low back. On an inhale, lifting up. One more time. On an exhale, maybe stretch the palms to the space in front of you. Inhale, lifting up, release the hands, take the arms down, and just bring some, again, intuitive movement to the wrist, to the fingers. Showing love to all of our body. We don't have to do big poses all the time. Small is all, and sometimes small is enough. And when you're ready, coming to a still position. Taking a deep breath in, bring your shoulders up towards your ears. Exhale, relax them down. On an inhale, if it feels accessible today, bring your right hand up to the space above. Again, if you have shoulder things happening today, you can always be a goalpost, or you can just open your heart, listen to your body. Whatever feels best for you. On an inhale, just reach a little bit higher, either with the shoulder or the fingers. And on an exhale, we're going to bend our torso over towards that left foot. If you're seated, you're just going to bend over to the left in a lateral bend. The left hand can come out to the side if you'd like, or it can be at the foot. Play here. See what works best for you. Remembering to breathe. Exhale deeply. See if you stretch a little further. And on an inhale, reach all the way back up. Bring that right hand down. Take a moment. Realign yourself. Bring your shoulders up. Exhale down. Doing it on the opposite side. You can bring the right hand down to the leg, to the ground if you like, for a little bit more support, or it can be at your thigh if you're seated. And on the inhale, stretch the left fingers above, pressing that right hand possibly into the ground, just adjusting yourself, and then bending over towards the right. Feeling the stretch in the side body. Your hand can come to your leg if you'd like, or it can be at the side. Play here. See what feels best for your body. For me, my hand to the side feels better on this side. Stretching the fingers away from the torso. Breathing in deeply. As you exhale, can you bend a little further, feeling the stretch on the side body? On an inhale, reaching all the way up. Letting the hand fall down, readjusting, bring your shoulders up. Exhale, relax. If you are on the ground, maybe push your chair a little bit further away from you. And we're going to fold towards our chair in a wide angle forward fold. So adjust yourself, and as you fold, you can bring it closer or bring it or push it further away. Feeling the length in the spine. Notice your head over your heart over your pelvis. On an inhale, if it feels accessible, again, do what feels best for you. Take your hands either up or goalpost or just down to the ground. Do what feels best. Breathing in deeply, opening your heart. And on an exhale, fold towards that chair or fold to the space beneath you if you're seated. Your hands can be at the top of the chair. You can bring them to the bottom. If you'd like, listen to your body. You might feel this in your inner thighs. Just stay here for a moment and just breathe. Inhale the faith in the unknown. What if it works? Exhale the fear. And as you exhale, can you feel your body melt a little bit further into the fold? Maybe you're surrendering into what is possible. Breathing in the faith in the unknown. What if it works out? Exhaling the fear, but what if it doesn't? Feeling the stretch in the thighs. The thing I love about these poses is that you take your time. We don't have to land in a big pose. We can breathe and stretch our ways there in a gradual process. Breathe in deeply, feel the length in your spine. Exhale loudly, surrender. Breathing in deeply. Exhale loudly. Keep your chin connected to your chest. And when you're ready on your inhale, lift all the way back up. Roll your shoulders up, feeling a little lighter. You've let go of some of the fears of the unknowns, and just bring a little bit of intuitive movement back to your body. And we're going to take our time and slowly get to a position where we are on our hands and knees. And you don't want your head to hit the chair, so move it back if you need to. And if this feels accessible, you could always put something under your knees, a towel or something under your wrist if you have wrist things happening today. If you are in your chair, you can stay where you are, but then you can turn one leg over the side because we'll get to a low lunge. And then if you're in the chair, you can do when we do a seated cat-cow. So where you are, we'll do two cat-cows, feeling our hands pressed into the space beneath us. Notice your spine long and strong. On an inhale, take your belly down towards the ground, open your heart and your chin and chest. Feeling like you have a curve in your spine. You could possibly fill it with water. If you'd like, you can tuck your toes here. Just stay here for a full breath. On your next exhale, round through the back, pressing the ground away from you. Take your chin to your chest. Feeling a stretch as if that water that was in a cup on your back is now running over down your arms onto the space beneath. On an inhale, tuck the toes, melt the belly down, shine the chin and chest. Exhale, round through the back. Inhale, meet me back in a center position. And from here, we're going to stretch our right toes behind us and just rock back and forth. Take a look at the space in front of you. Imagine you're running a race. Breathing in the faith of the unknown. You don't know if you'll come in first place, last place, in the middle, but releasing the idea of expectations. Just know you'll do your best. When you're ready, coming still to a still position if it feels accessible, lifting the right toes off of the ground. And then bring that right knee towards the right elbow. And we're going to step the right foot forward. So this is a place where you can turn and have your right leg over the side of the chair. If you're seated, if you are on the ground, you can bring your chair a little bit closer to you and just bring your forearms to the chair and rock back and forth with that leg extended. This is a variation of a lizard pose here. And when you're ready, come to a still position. Bring your hands to the chair. We're lifting all the way up. On an inhale, reach the arms up and over. Bring your fingertips together, your palms together, your hands to your heart center. Check in. Take a deep breath in. Bring your shoulders up. Exhale, relax down. And we're going to twist. So we're going to take our left elbow towards the right knee and just twist the torso. On the inhale, come back to center. Breathing in the faith. Exhale, wringing out the fear. One more series. Inhale, feeling your strength. Exhale, releasing the fear. On the inhale, rise all the way back up. Release the hands. Bring the forearms down to the seat again and just rock back and forth a little bit, getting a good stretch in that front hip. Remembering your breath. And when you're ready, coming to a still position. Bring your hands to the chair and slowly release that right leg and just take your hands down to the ground. If you're in your seat, come back to center and just bring some intuitive movement to the hips. Coming back to a centered space when you're ready. Taking the left toes to the space behind you, rocking back and forth. Running your race, looking at the space in front. We don't know what will happen, but trust the process. And when you're ready, lifting those left toes off the ground, feeling the hands pressed into the space beneath, the strength in your core. Bring the left knee towards the left elbow and step the left foot forward. And you can heel toe your foot wherever it lands. You can heel toe as far as you want forward, or you can have it close. Just take a moment and listen to your body. Sometimes in yoga classes, when you go from a lunge or a plank or stepping forward, it's like you just step and supposed to be there. Take your time. It doesn't have to be perfect. No such thing. And when you get ready, bring the forearms to the chair. Adjust your chair. You might need it closer or further away. If you're seated, you turn to the left side, taking the left leg over the chair. And we're just rocking back and forth in this upward lizard variation. Opening the hip. Still shining the chest and chin forward as if you're preparing to run a race. Your eyes and gaze to the space ahead. And when you're ready, coming to a still position, bringing your hands to the top of the chair. You can bring your leg in a little bit further if you'd like. Inhale, lift the hands up and over. Bring your fingertips together, your palms together, your hands to heart center. Take a breath in, breathing in more of the faith. On an exhale, take the right elbow towards the left knee for a twist, bringing out the fear. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, twist. One more time. Inhale, lifting. Exhale, twist. And inhale, come all the way back up. Release the hands, bring the forearms to the chair. Just rock back and forth one more time, asking yourself the question, what if I had faith in the unknown instead of the fear? What would the difference be? When you're ready, coming to a still position, slowly taking your time. You can bring your hands to the top of the chair. If you're seated, you can turn back towards the center and just bring some intuitive movement. Let your head be heavy. And then we're going to take our times to get into my favorite pose, Shavasana. So with legs up the chair, you can stay, you can do this, or you can keep your legs on the ground. And if you're seated, you can stay in your chair, relax your eyes, do what feels best for you. So if it's okay for you, and I'll show you what legs up the chair looks like if this is what you want to do. You can just have your legs up your chair. You can have feet on the side. Do what feels best. Play. Listen to your body and say, okay, how does this feel? If it doesn't feel good, you can turn on your side. You don't have to close your eyes if that doesn't feel safe. Make rest work for you. Rest should be specialized for you. So whatever that looks like, do it. If it feels safe to relax your eyes, relax them. If it feels safe to be in this position, be there. But just start to center yourself. Coming back into your body. Remembering your heart. Remembering your breath. And in the next few minutes, ask yourself the question, what are some things I'm afraid to do? What if I change my mindset to having the faith to do them and not being attached to an outcome and just feeling the fear and doing it anyway and having the faith and doing it anyway? Take a moment and go on an inner journey and ask yourself the questions. I'm going to mute myself and give you a few moments to you. I'll let you know when it's time to come out of this pose. You can slowly start to move your body. Maybe start by taking your head from side to side. Maybe start to move your shoulders, feeling yourself just connect again to your body. Can you notice your heartbeat? Notice your chest rise, your belly expand. Move your fingers. Start to move your torso. Moving your fingers and toes. And when you're ready, coming to a position where you are standing, when you're sitting up. And when you're ready, you don't have to bring your gaze right back to the screen. Bailey is now in my yoga class. When you're ready, okay, bring your shoulders up. Exhale, relax them down. And when you're ready, just bring your hands to your heart. And just connect a little bit further to your breath. And coming back to the quote, faith in the unknown can neutralize fear of the unknown. I encourage you to take these words with you for the rest of the weekend and try to be out of your head space that we live in during the week, but be in the heart space and your body. Thank you for practicing with me. Have a good day. We almost got through it without Bailey in my video or crying. Almost made it.
She looks so cute in her little pink tutu.
Don't engage her, Sheila.
You know
Thank you, everybody. Aaron, it was so good to see you. Everybody, thank you. Have a wonderful weekend. Stay in your heart space.
This was great. Have a great day and rest of the weekend.
You too. Yes, I'll email the quotes, Tracy. I'll send them in an email.
Thank you, Deshawn. Have a
You're
blessed
welcome.
day. This was great.
Awesome. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye.